Welcome everybody to NXT TakeOver Toronto 2 predictions video for the NXT team. I am your host, the Rated R reviewer, Stephen Osborne, joined as always by the General Jerry Slaughter.
Good evening, wrestling fans.
And tonight we've got Colin Andrews standing in for Noah Foster, who is moving to the Elite team this weekend to do the predictions for NXT. Also, Jerry's doing double duty. He's going to be on that video as well, representing NXTeam. Duty, yeah.
Support, no DQ.
I'm going to start this off. Same rules as always apply. We're going to do this as fast as fucking possible. We start with the tag titles, the Street Profits versus the Undisputed Era. Red Dragon?
Red Dragon.
Yes.
Red Dragon.
Yes. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish versus Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford.
Yay, remember the black people.
I'm glad I remembered any of those names. And it has been that long, and I should remember them, and I'm just terrible with names. So, Jerry, who you got?
I have the Street Profits.
To retain.
Yep, everybody's thinking the Undisputed Era is going to walk away with all the gold. Me, I have a completely different mentality that I'm going to walk step by step through.
Again, almost called him no. I'm just so used to doing predictions.
Well, is it because
he's also wearing Simple Man's shirt.
That's probably it.
From NoDQ.com.
Mr. Cleaver. Colin Andrew Cleaver. What's your prediction for the tag match?
Well, I am going with Red Dragon on this one because they have been talking about this quest for gold with them for how many months now, and honestly, like we've discussed before, this is the time to pull the fucking trigger if you're going to do it. As injury prone as Bobby Fish is, this is the time to fucking do it because he is healthy. So I'm going with Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish to pick up the victory, and I see Angelo Dawkins taking the pinfall.
I am going to agree with you on the winner here, but for different reasons. Has everybody forgotten that they have already debuted on Raw? The Street Profits?
Yeah, I was actually thinking that earlier, that the fact that Street Profits have been on Raw for, at least 3 weeks?
Solidly, and sometimes more than once on the same show. So, I'm thinking maybe they're going to the main roster and the Undisputed Era get the titles here. Given all those arguments, Jerry, you want to change your prediction? I'll give you the opportunity.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
All right.
He's going for the surprise points.
This is the last leg of the predictions league for No DQ. So, I'm still bottom of the barrel at this point. I'm guessing what I want to see happen. So.
Cool. So, let's go with Io Shirai versus Candice LeRae. This is a blood feud, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although it probably won't end with blood.
There's no blood.
Colin, who you got?
I'm going Candice LeRae on this one. Just because things coming up we haven't discussed yet, I see, but just for some reason I don't see her losing. I don't see both the Garganos going down in a single night. So
I could see that happening.
Yeah, but that's after
but at the
show.
same time, I think Candice needs to win. So I'm going Candice LeRae, hometown girl.
Jerry?
I'm going with Shirai. First off, I don't think this match should be on the TakeOver.
Agreed.
I think they should have waited. I think they should have waited for this match for the Full Sail return and made it a street fight to main event that first one after we get back to Full Sail. Because right now those two are at a fever pitch to a point where a street fight would actually make more sense, or at least Falls Count Anywhere match. But since we're already getting that between Gargano and Cole, we couldn't exactly do that tonight. This match should have been reserved for what we're getting this next week on NXT television, Matt Riddle versus Killian Dane.
Well, no, but then that would be a dark match during this show, and I don't think you do that either.
No, but I'm saying they should have
It should have been a standalone main event on an NXT show.
I think Killian Dane versus Matt Riddle should have been this
in
showcase
replacement,
match.
Yes.
And
Okay.
it should,
That's yeah.
Yeah, and it
but
should have
not
been
aired on NXT.
exactly. I think they should have held off, let it simmer up a little bit more. Even have Killian Dane do another match before he actually went against Matt Riddle.
Maybe Matt Riddle's losing again. That's why they didn't want to have it on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're going to start building Killian Dane as this monster, that'd be the best way to do it, is to actually defeat Matt Riddle, who's...
Well, getting back to topic, speaking of building, I think they're building Io Shirai as a heel. I think you're correct in the outcome here.
Yeah.
I think
It's going to be her first match as a full-blown heel.
So up next, we've got the North American Championship match. It's a triple threat, which means no disqualification, no count out. I wonder if they're going to use that to their advantage. We've got Velveteen Dream versus Roderick Strong versus Pete Dunne. And here's the thing. It would be great to see all of Undisputed Era walk out with all of the gold. But at the same time, it would be equally intriguing to watch one of the championship matches not go their way.
Yeah.
I want to pick Roderick Strong here because we're going to be there, and to end the show with all four of them on the stage or in the ring or whatever, or up on the four corners of the cage if it ends up being a cage match, all holding up gold, would be amazing. And since I probably don't have a chance at the win in the No DQ League, because this is the final two predictions for this year, I think I'm going to go with what I'd like to see happen here. I'm going to go with Roderick Strong. Even though it's probably not going to happen. Colin?
I mentioned this on my predictions video. You can check it out. Greatest 14 seconds you'll ever get.
14 seconds!
You know, as much as I would love to see Pete Dunne win this title, be coming in hot, as off an awesome reign as UK champion, as much as I would love to see it, I want to see Undisputed Era draped in gold more. So I'm going Roddy.
Jerry?
The Messiah. But I don't see Pete Dunne taking the fall, though. I hope they protect him a little bit.
Yeah, I think Pete Dunne is better served in the NXT Championship picture.
Yeah.
Si, senor.
Who's your pick, Jerry?
And that is why I'm going with Velveteen Dream.
DREAM.
I see him retaining because Strong and Dunn are going to be so obsessed with showing that who deserves the title more that they're even going to forget the fucking champion is even in the match. And Velveteen Dream is going to take complete advantage of that.
Okay. So let's go Women's Championship next. We've got Shayna Baszler defending against Mia Yim and Jerry. Who you got?
Baszler.
Baszler.
We scoffed at the fact that Mia Yim even beaten her on the first match that she had against her. But even now, even as she's improved and everything, Baszler's got a lot more to prove at this point because she won't have like
Jessamine Duke
from British Fear in her corner. So the fact that she'll still walk away unscathed from this, yeah.
I'm going to agree. Shayna doesn't need either of them to win this match.
Nope.
And Mia Yim's has been built up to be a credible contender to fall and tap out or pass out, one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Colin, who you got?
Oh, Shayna Baszler all day. Mia Yim doesn't stand a fucking chance.
All right, so in our main event, we've got 2 out of 3 falls. Each man gets a stipulation, and when it comes to the third fall, because you know it's going to come to the third fall, that's going to be William Regal's stipulation.
Mm-hmm.
And so we actually have 2 points here because we're going to predict the stipulation that William Regal imposes on the third fall, which we might get the answer to that. No,
we're going to get it the day of the show.
Okay, good.
And I think that's the best way of them doing it.
So, Colin, who gets the overall win here? Who gets 2 out of the 3 falls? Johnny Gargano or Adam Cole?
Adam Cole, baby.
Jerry?
Cole. I see Cole being the only one from Undisputed Era keeping his belt.
Agreed. Cole. Adam Cole. That was quick. What do you think the third fall stipulation is going to be?
Oh, I'm going to let Colin take this one first.
Well, as we talked about before, I would love to see a cage match, but that would be a dead giveaway because you're going to see it hanging from the balcony.
Yeah.
Or, the rafters, whatever you want to call it. I mean, as awesome as it would be to see at the end of the pay-per-view all 4 members of Undisputed Era holding on to the cable on one hand and holding the title up with the other hand on top of that cage.
Yeah.
It'd be so dope, and I'd be so jealous of you guys. But I think with everything, it's probably just going to be a ladder match, which ladder matches are always great. So,
Jerry?
For me, it's fucking Canada. So I'm gonna go with submission. And what I think would be even better, I know it's not gonna happen because it's one of those visions that's popped in my head. Regal will say submission match, but then also have an added special guest referee in Tommaso Ciampa.
Whoa. I don't think Ciampa's ready for that.
I was wondering if he was going to play into this main event somehow.
And they had their own version of Toronto.
Because it was what event did he show up at and said that he was cleared for non-contact activity or something like that?
It was the last TakeOver.
Okay.
He popped up on a
He could have made a lot of progress, but I also saw a report from Aaron Rift over at NoDQ.com. Go check that out. Something about Tommaso Ciampa not returning anytime soon.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a fucking neck injury.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Come back.
Me, I get it.
You've had people come back relatively soon after neck injuries, but it always ends up bad.
It does.
Maybe they want to give him plenty of time.
Rush to get back, and then what happens?
Yep.
But yeah, I would like to, in my head, I know it's not going to happen and everything, but I would actually see Ciampa, of all people, Adam Cole manages to slap the sharpshooter on Gargano, and Ciampa calls for a bell real quick, almost like Toronto screw job. Almost like Cole deserves this title. Gargano, you dropped the ball already. You don't need to be holding the belt. And that sets it up for Gargano to either get called up, leave, or wait for Ciampa to come back if he does make a return.
If he does come back in any capacity, I still see, even though it makes no sense, I still see it being a cage match. Either they're going to spoil it for us, and we're going to see it, but they're not going to show any camera angles that exposes it to the people at home, or it's going to be our favorite cage, the one that can't come down from the ceiling. They have to bring it out from the back.
Yeah.
And that is going to be Gargano and Cole's opportunity to catch their breath as they put this cage together. And some of us can go take a piss. Too.
I think the biggest surprise they could pull, and this would be really interesting if they actually did do it, would be have Cole win both falls.
And there not be a third stipulation?
There not be a third fall, but then William Regal comes out and says I want my third match, I'm getting my third match, but it's not going to be against Gargano, and then he brings back out Pete Dunne and makes it a submission match, and he drops the belt to Dunne. Completely.
That would be some shit.
Oh, that'd be some incredible shit, especially if he's made some sort of deal with Dunne, and that's the reason why he was able to come over there. If we're gonna get a belt on you in some way, shape, or form,
dude. If Pete Dunne walks out as NXT TakeOver 2 as NXT champion, what?
It'd be a what the fuck moment, but it'd be a what the A moment instead.
You guys would be losing your shit. I mean,
oh yeah. I definitely would be. This is a shot in the fucking dark.
I don't think that would make me happy at all. You're notorious for coming up with great ideas that just like make me so sad if it ever happened. And thank God most of the time it does not.
Oh, that's why I'm at the bottom.
So we have one more point here.
You took the words out of my mouth, Jerry.
We have one more point here. We're going to predict match order, and that is supposed to take a tie and somehow help alleviate who's champ.
Yeah.
So, who wants to go first? You want to go first, Jerry?
You have my order.
The general order. The order we went in tonight. We've got tag titles.
Because you don't want to hear the Undisputed Era theme twice in a row.
4 times if you think about it, because they'll be winning, and then, you know.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying, it's a lot of undisputed. Like they'll just have the song still playing.
It's a lot of shock in the system.
Yeah. So you'll want to space that out. So you'll have the tag titles first, and then that way you'll have Candice LeRae, Io Shirai second. Then you'll hear the Undisputed Era theme again. Then you get a break from the theme on the 4th match, and then the 5th match you'll hear the theme again.
That makes perfect sense. I have to agree.
And
I don't have to worry about a tie with you because you've got so many stupid ass predictions. Street Profits retaining. They're already on Raw, sir. They're already on Raw.
You know who's also on Raw? The Viking Raiders / War Raiders.
Yeah, and when they got called up to Raw, what did they do?
Held on to the belts for another month and a half.
Well, it's already been half of that.
I still see them retaining.
Okay. Colin, what's your match order?
Well, can't really go wrong with the general order, sirs.
That's general order. You don't mess with general order.
The only other way I can think about it is flopping the women's matches. Having Shayna Baszler and Mia Yim go on 2nd, and then have Candice LeRae and Io Shirai go on 4th.
In order to do that, they'd have to be a very special match.
You could flip the tag title and the North American title matches too. You could flip those easily.
Yeah, I mean they'd both be hot, but if you look back and you do the statistics, 9 times out of 10, takeovers are opening up in a tag match.
Yeah.
Well, singles belts are held in higher regard than the tag belts.
But it's not 100%.
It's not.
It's not 100%.
It's not 100%.
We've seen takeovers start with matches that weren't tag matches.
Oh, I know.
Tag title
I know.
matches.
So, in that case, I'm going to go with North American Championship, then the grudge match
Shirai
and LeRae, then the tag match, women's match, NXT title match.
Okie dokie.
All right.
That brings us to the end of the predictions video, folks. Where can we find you, Colin?
Real quick, I know you guys are all going to be in the Toronto area, so anyone that is going to the Toronto area, I have some info for you on some awesome spots to grab some food because I spent some time in Toronto.
All right.
Can't
get that anywhere else, people.
You know, it pays to know people. So this stuff is also really close to the arena. It's within, probably a mile from the arena. So the Burger Priest, the one you guys are going to want to go to is at 212 Adeline Street West, downtown core.
You're just just email.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tag us.
I'll send you all the info, but
or put it in the comment section.
I suggest the High Priest Burger with extra sauce and add fried onions. Ooh. So Smokes Poutineery, Oh My Gyro, and then Fancy Franks. Those are all awesome little spots to grab some food at. So check that out. But you can find me on social media at Colin26Andrew on Twitter and on Instagram. You can support my YouTube channel, Colin Andrews, COLIN space ANDREW, where I do my series of Chopping Block, which is reviews of different events in WWE. Right now, NXT, AEW, whatever I want to talk about, and then Prime Cuts, which is my predictions series that I do. So support Noah Foster. This is a shirt. You should go buy it. ODQ/shirts. So, gentlemen, thank you for doing this with me.
And a happy early birthday, because TakeOver is falling on your birthday. So
yes, TakeOver 2 falls on my 31st birthday. So
so it's not this weekend; it's next weekend. That's my bad.
That's what I was saying. It's early birthday present.
It's a week from today, technically, or actually, it's after midnight. So, 6 days.
Well, we know you got an early birthday present, so congratulations on that. And thank you for being on the show. And if you would like to join us on a future episode of the NXT party, we do reviews of NXT UK. Come have a spot of NXT with us. You can find me on Twitter. Go to nodq.com/Stefan. That's STEFAN. Or if you just want to look me up on Twitter, it's at Stefan R. Osborne, OSBORNE. As always, the R stands for restricted. You can also find the gentleman on Twitter
at NoDQ General, and also my Facebook group Armbar, all capital ARMBAR.
Exclamation point. There it is.
Come join us there for memes. Wow, that one floated across. That was really awesome. That threw me off.
That's where you add us on Facebook. Don't add us as friends. We won't add you. We save the spoilers for Twitter. Follow us on Twitter all day, and if you want us to follow back, just message us. We'll follow back, no biggie. You can also find me on Instagram at osborne.stefan, and if you don't have any of those and you'd like to be on a future episode of one of our shows, just leave a comment down below with an email address. We'll get to you. That's how we got Chris Mace as an NXTeam member.
Like I said.
Also, find us on Aftermatch Wrestling on YouTube. That's all one word, AFTERMATCH, Aftermatch Wrestling. And that's where we do our shows, the NXT Party, where we review NXT UK, and What's NXT, where we review NXT.
In high def.
In high def. That's where the shows go first. So find us there and subscribe. We are 2 subscribers away. We got 6 subscribers in one day. Just boom, out of nowhere. And we are 2 subscribers away from 100. That is our goal, and we're going to start doing
amazing.
What's NXT live on NoDQ's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And that's going to be awesome. We want you guys to come and join us on a Thursday morning to talk about NXT and ask us questions so we can answer them at the end of the show. And so, is that all the plugs?
You'll see my ugly mug on it this week, though.
Speaking of seeing ugly mugs, we're going to be in Toronto next weekend.
Yes.
This pay-per-view, NXT UK Toronto 2. Or no, NXT TakeOver Toronto 2. Yeah, we're going to be there. We're also going to be at the meetup before SummerSlam at 11 o'clock. Where's it at, Jerry?
The Verst Union Station.
That's Verst with a V. It's not the worst, but it's definitely the Verst.
It's the best.
Go to nodq.com/Toronto for details on that. And if you like our video, click the like button. That's underneath me. If you like all our videos, please click the subscribe button. That's over there underneath Jerry. Subscribe to NoDQ and click that bell icon. That'll let you know when we finally do go live with What's NXT. And if you are on Aftermatch Wrestling, click that share button. Help us out. Share us with your friends if they like NXT UK. If they like NXT, maybe they'll like watching us talk about it.
And as Colin alluded to, him and Chris Mace are going to be taking over hosting duties for What's NXT this coming Wednesday while we're up in the Great White North.
And the Duchess herself, Cindy G, and the good brother, Chris Willis, are going to be taking over duties on the NXT party. So they're going to host that next weekend, or next week. So
much duty.
When you see different faces, don't freak out. But thank you for joining us. And for the Cleaver, Colin Andrew. For the General, Jerry Slaughter, I'm the Wizard of NoDQ, Stefan Osborne. And we will see you next time.
Hey!